Welcome back to Bailey with Guernsey Shipwrecks. I'm JP Fallais and it's 2025. If you watch this, you made it. We're all in 2025. I wonder what this year brings. Hopefully loads of diving, loads of interest in shipwrecks. We have got a few plans and we've got loads and loads of locations we've got the option to go and dive. We're going to be weather and tide dependent and also crew dependent as well. So what we're going to do today, I don't know, but it's quite cold. Not as cold as the UK, but it's probably, I think I've just seen 5 degrees on my car, and that's centigrade, not Fahrenheit, otherwise it would be mega cold. So we're just waiting for the others to come. Sun's out, look at that. Hardly recognise it. Hasn't been out since probably, I don't know, start of November. But it's nice to have a bit of sun. See, let's have a look at Sylvia. All the other fishermen are heading out. It's one of them days where we got a force 1 to 2, maybe 3 from the southwesterly. Richard's got the right idea, he's in the wheelhouse and he's wearing his gloves as well. That's when you know it's cold. Let's get in our suit. Welcome back below the waves, I'm JP Fallais and today we've gone north for the harbour again. We tend to be coming up this way quite a lot lately. As you can guess, we're going for scallops. Not quite sure what this thing is. That's a cobble off the road. That's weird. Fancy finding one of them right out at sea. So the location we've dropped in on is a large sandbank, really. We call it the Refe Desert, and we're heading north. The tide's on its way up. So we know there is scallops here, and we're right on the outside of it, so fingers crossed we're going to get a few. Got to keep an eye out because I know when we drop down there is a buff right behind me, so it's probably over my right hand shoulder, and there it is. That's one of the crab pots. Swim over the top of it because we've got to head that way anyway. There's nothing in it. Definitely not lost. There's the rope and it's going off to another part and up to the surface. Something looks weird there. That pile of scallops looks very fresh. I can't help but thinking I've got to take a look at it. No way. It's an octopus inside a hole. It's basically mined itself down in there. I don't know if that's a rim of a tyre of a truck or something, or I'm not quite sure, but you can see there, look, it's got a little garden. There's a little trail heading to it. Let's call Mish over to see if she wants to have a look at it. Looks like a fairly large octopus in there. And we do know that the octopuses in Guernsey have got gigantism. So they're meant to grow to about 6.5 kilos, but some of ours are almost 10 kilos now. I'm unsure if these scallops are what it's been eating, or they've just collected them off the seabed, you know, a bit of a decoration. But I think they've probably eaten them. quite sure they've been eating them. One thing you can say about octopus is they do like all the really rich foods, the lobsters and the scallops. They've got good tastes. Another random thing to add, I've actually seen this thing before. It's one of the road bollards. Not quite sure what it's doing right out at sea, but I'm guessing someone carried that here at one time. Possibly a temporary mooring of some sort. I don't know. Yeah, it is a bit weird to be seeing spider crabs around, and these ones are not the best looking ones, if I'm honest. A lot of them seem to be sleeping of some sort. But it's quite random to see these so close to where I definitely know there's octopus. Some are nice and big and some are small. It's always good to see. Tell you what is interesting is that I always see other boats diving in this area, and I was expecting there not to be that many scallops, but there is quite a few. That's the end of first dive. Unfortunately, I didn't really film that much because I was a little bit hell-bent on getting enough scallops so I can enjoy my second dive. 29 minutes. Quite enjoyable. Unfortunately, the tide is going to be picking up and going south next time we get in. South going tide is not as good as going north, especially when you're north of the harbour, because if you're going south you're heading down right into the harbour mouth, which they don't like, believe it or not. Those are some nice clean scallops. Look how relaxing that is. I love that view. Just waiting to finish our safety stop now. I'm completed.
These arms. See if we can fill a crate between us. Chuck mine over, please. Get these done before Richard goes. Not amazing, but look at it. A lot of these are going to hit the gauge. Measure all of these on that one. Deformity. I have to gauge all of these, they're so close. Too small. 63 for me and Mish. 90 for that, I reckon. How many, Matt? 92. 92. Oh, it's cool out. Not bad. Now it's Richard's turn to get in the water. .92 to beat is the score. Can dry off in the sun like a lizard. Hey, what's going on over there? Look at that, it's all still getting wrinkly over there. It's the tide. Is that your bag, Richard?
No, it ain't.
No. Is that the one that you keep taking and isn't yours? Where is your bag?
Right in front of you.
In here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Don't want to take the wrong bag down.
Bottle's going to roll off in a minute. How many to beat?
92.
Oh, Christ.
I've got confidence.
Never confident. We always go in hope.
That's true. Diving's just like gambling. And if you come back to the surface, you've won. And that's Richard, ready and gone. And now you see this thing starts spooling out. Air bubbles coming off of it. Richard's dropped his first batch off. So he's still got half a tank left, so he's come up. He's emptied that bit of the bag, so he ain't going to carry it. We're going back up tide and he's going to get back in again. I reckon he's beaten Matt on his first jump. Here he goes, back again. What did he say? I found a lovely little gully I need to get back into. Is that what he said?
I think he said that. That always sounds wrong.
That's not bad for like half a tank. He's now the crate there. What did he have? He had 6 just in his crutch.
There's a bit of tide now because you see us slowly moving past these buffs. And we're just drifting with the tide and the wind. Well, the wind's pushing us that way and the tide's pushing us that way. Still travelling at 1.1 knots, 1.2 knots. That seagull wants some scallop frills, but he can't have it, he'd have to wait. So we can't shock him until we get back to the harbour. That's the law, because if you started shocking scallops at sea, they won't know what size it was. 60. 82. Oh, sorry. And they say school let me down. I think I let the school down. Oh God. 3 cod scallops. And this is his last 100 bar. I think he's probably done a 90 again there. Oh well, maybe 100. So what's that? If there's 100 in there, he's done 182. That's a lot. It's a lot of scallops. We're going to get ready to go back down. Let's get back in the water. Richard remembered where we come up on our last dive, and now he's put us back in the same position, but we're going to be going south this time. He might rev us up before we get to the harbour mouth. When I say rev us up, I mean what he does is goes above us and just keeps revving the engine. That's a sign that we have to come up. But we still do our safety stop on the way up. If he's pulling our buffs constantly, that means we've got to get up as fast as we can, because it's an issue. Don't worry, if we skip a safety stop, it's not the end of the world. We won't be in DK, so we should be okay. First dive to 26 metres, second dive. This one's going to be going down to about 30 metres. We're on a big curved sandbank heading down towards the harbour. Slowly making our way down a little bit deeper. There is so many smalls here, it's unreal. And also all this sand, and we never ever see flatfish here. The occasional ray sometimes, but we never see flatfish. What the tide is trying to do is trying to pull us a bit deeper. It's trying to pull us to my left, which is down into deeper water. Doesn't get much deeper, about 35 meters. But yeah, we don't want to be that deep. Seems to be a lot of tyres down here near the harbour. And I know tyres are not very good for the sea either. It's a huge cuttlefish. It was laying in the sand in front of me. That tyre looks mega old. Look at the size of the wall on it and the flatness to it. It's like a 1950s or 60s tyre. I could do a lot better here if I wasn't filming, but that time takes the fun away from me. I like making these videos. I like sharing it with everyone else. It appears to me that the seabed's starting to change, starting to get a little bit shelly now, which is good because we like that bottom as well. The closer we get down to the harbour, the more rubbish we see. I mean, that bit of rope's been for a propeller for sure. Look at it. It's like a telephone cord. I know what it looks like when the rope goes through a propeller. I've been on the boat a few times where some of the boys have gone over other people's dive ropes, and it basically looks like that, like a telephone cord. Completely destroyed. I haven't done it yet. Fingers crossed. I never do it. Better check my watch as well, because I know I'm going to be getting pretty close on bottom time now, being at this depth. And like I said before, we're not looking to go into deco today. There's no point. We've got 5 minutes left at this. Take a look at this that we found. I bet this costs an absolute fortune. This is all stainless steel. Probably about 6 foot long by 4 foot wide. I don't know what that's off of. It's normally off the top of like a pontoon or some sort of stairs. Something that normally gets immersed in water because it's actually stainless steel. Probably worth a lot of money in scrap salvage actually. Shall I tie my bag into it? And there's quite a lot of tide. Look at Mish's bubbles coming out. Nah, I think we'll leave it this time. No doubt we'll find it again in another day. I think I've got enough scallops now. For what it's worth, I'm going to run my time down to 0. Richard hasn't been over the top revving yet. Well, I think it's about time I pulled the ripcord. We're down to 0, and not just about that, it's the dive computer. It's starting to run out of battery. I think the bag has a bit of a story there. We didn't have much to look at. So there's no reefs, it was all sand the whole way. I'm not quite sure why I'm surprised, because I knew it was going to be sand all the way. So I think me and Mish have done okay. What we need to do is, need to get a bit more scallops this time of year. So Richard will take us nice places in the summer. Looks like we're miles away from the harbour, but we're really not.
There's a few boxes there today. Should replenish Richard's stocks. Altogether, me, Richard and Mish today have 333. And Matt, I don't know how many Matt had. How many did you have in total, Matt, today?
Jeffrey, eh?
How many did you have in total today?
215.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. And this is one of the old fellas. Look at him, look. Fine figure of a man. He's the best scalloper. Didn't come out today, Jeff. Oh, Saturday, yeah? Keep forgetting it's Saturday.
I can make a soup with that tomorrow.
Soup for one. Thank you.
Hey. Traps on.
Nice and warm.
I need to take a sail on that.